violas. Today we're going to be working on learning the 2-octave D major and B minor scales on the viola. So let's go ahead and get started with D major. You hopefully have already learned both octaves of the D major scale, so playing the 2-octave version is just a matter of stringing them together. So we're going to start on our C string with first finger D. We've got a whole step, So remember that lower octave has the high third finger, and then you can use the fourth finger as a half step above the third finger, or you can use the open string. So let's start again. And then just your basic D major scale, 2-3 finger pattern. Turn around to C sharp. Should be pretty manageable for you, which is a good thing because B minor is a pretty challenging scale in 2 octaves, and we're going to get to that in a moment. But first, let's go ahead and play the D major scale 2 beats per note with a beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now let's tackle B minor. B minor starts, this is one of the highest 2-octave scales that you could play on the viola, and then any further you're getting into the 3-octave scale range. We start on the G string with B, C sharp, open D, E, F sharp. Now you're going to shift to G sharp. So you're shifting to third position, but with a high first finger. So G sharp. And then you do a whole step to A sharp, half step here for B, whole step for C sharp, over to the A string, and now here you're going to change your finger pattern because remember you played G sharp before, and now you're on D natural, so you do need to move that first finger back a half step from where it was. You play your E, now you shift to F sharp, whole step G sharp, whole step A sharp. Notice the fingers are quite a bit closer together here, and then fourth finger is B. You play the A sharp, half step is your turnaround, back to B, and then change your finger pattern. So lower the third finger, lower the second, and then a half step here, over to the second finger, whole step here, and then here, fourth finger, whole step, and then whole step, shift down, first finger, high third finger. Okay, so that's a lot to take in. Let's go ahead and go through it kind of slowly without a beat before we add the beat. So let's go. Shift here. Half step, change your finger pattern, shift, change your finger pattern, shift, that G sharp, you're shifting, when you shift to third position on the D string, you're shifting to G sharp, which is a half step higher than you normally would play when you're in third position. So just remember that, but then you need to change your finger pattern because it is D natural on the A string. And that G sharp is only ascending. So G sharp and A sharp are the ascending notes, and then coming down you have a different finger pattern in third position on the D string, which is all whole steps because you do not have the D sharp and A sharp coming down. Okay, so it is really important as you're approaching the scale that you have it really in your ear what the minor scale is supposed to sound like, so that you're really anticipating what each next note is going to sound like and then tuning by ear. Let's play it with a beat. 2 beats per note. 1, 2, 3, 4. So good luck with B minor. B minor is a pretty challenging scale on viola, in 2 octaves especially. So if you have not yet really practiced the 1 octave version, you might want to just kind of focus on the lower octave first and then add the upper octave when you're ready. And it's also a really great idea to practice each octave individually. So to do a 1 octave scale practice, but use either the lower octave or the higher octave to just really get used to the fingering and the shifts without having to put it all together at the same time. So good luck with B minor, and remember, take it slow at first and focus on getting those notes in tune.